video about personal reflection on developing business leadership skills. This video has 6 main contents. First is aim and objective. The second is SWOT analysis. The third one is emotional intelligence. The fourth one is 6 style of leadership by Goldman. Fifth is about my personal vision leadership statement. And finally is the conclusion of this video. So before we start with the 6 main part, I want to have a quick review about myself before I come to HSMS for studying. As I mentioned, my name is Ngoc Tuyen Lam. I'm already 26 years old and I was born in Vietnam. In Vietnam, we have like a really traditional country. So I used to be a very shy girl. I don't know how to express my ideas and my words. And all the time I feel really embarrassing when speaking the wrong answer in class or in the crowd. So we're gonna start with the aim and objective. The first one is aims. I want to acquaint myself for keep developing strength and improving weaknesses, as well as knowing the ideal leadership style so that I can create long-term objectives that will help me become an outstanding leader. I have 4 main objectives. First is my SWOT analysis to know what weaknesses I have to overcome and turn them into strengths. I want to analyze more about my personality to find the right leadership step by step based on the Clifton Strength Report test. Get to know more about 6 style of leadership by Goldman, then take emotional intelligence test to see which leadership style is most effective and suitable for me to apply to my future career. And finally, come up with a conclusions and vision statement for myself to have long-term and sustainable goals. About my SWOT analysis, the strength, which is more I proud, is I'm a really good listener. I also have the ability to decipher all the facial expression and body language. Have a high sense of responsibility whenever I was given a task. A capacity for sympathy and compassion. About my weaknesses, I feel really upset and get angry when everything is not goes as I plan. I'm a overthinker. Just on one thing, I will think it over and over again. A lack of flexibility in dealing with new situation or new environment. From distraction that I have really difficult in focus something. About opportunity, I nearly have 4.5 years of hospitality experience. I said European education in Switzerland, participate in cultural exchange with diverse student backgrounds, and after the COVID-19, tourism and hospitality has begun to recover, which is a really good chance for me to in this industry. About the threat, language barrier as an obstacle for me. Future generation nowadays are more and more challenged. And also the development of technology will gradually replace the people because as I see, most of AI already like replace human positions. The third one is about emotional intelligence. This is my quick test about EI. It's give the result at you can see give yourself as my self direction is my strongest asset. I prefer to start with the why, clarify the strategic and emotional value to get energy to move forward. Know myself. I, as awareness is another asset of me. This can help me reflect on my emotion and behavior to see myself clearly. Choose myself, I may sometimes find myself reacting on autopilot instead of pausing to intentionally choose a response. This report is that I already have in during the developing leadership skill course. So this is the five modes of my personality. First one is empathy. Second, deliberative. Next is consistency, the developer, and the finally is responsibility. As I mentioned in my strength, I really like my personal is that I always take responsibility and serious in which task I was given. Now we're gonna know more about six style of leadership by Goldman. First one is coercive leadership style, also known as a commanding style. This leader is the boss. The leader makes all the decision and give order without discussion. Close management and clearly defined roles and expectations are core elements of this style. The next one is the authoritative leadership style, also known as the visionary. These leaders are more creative, empathetic, and passionate. They have a strong vision for the big picture future of their team or organization and are focused on rallying people around that vision. The third one is affiliative leadership style. The leader is the carer. Uh, they put people and relationship first with a focus on creating a harmonious environment and emotional bonds. Next one is democratic leadership style. The leader is the listener. This style relies heavily on team participation, and leaders who favor this style have excellent listening, collaboration, and communication skill. But the base setting leadership style, also known as the hustler. This style of leadership is focused on performance and result, with expectation of excellence at all times. These leaders expect the same from themselves and lead by example. And the finally one is the coaching leadership style, which is my most favorite. The coaching leadership style is as the mentor. They concentrate on developing individual team members for success and collaboration in the long term. So, and another one is about the average simulation that I have during my studying. This one is about a group with five member with a different role. And after our group do this simulation twice, I come up with the conclusion as I mentioned now. First is we have to focus about the teamwork. We have to know uh, ev- uh, different role of member and also the member take different responsibility. Also respect the member ideas because whenever they speak up their idea, we need to listen and also respect it. And because of each group, we always have the leader. So we need to focus, listen, and respect the leader instruction. And finally, we have to have a good collaboration and the good strategic planning that each team member can reach the summit. This simulation helped me a lot and that I now know how to work with other, how to deal with different kind of situation. The fifth one is my personal vision leadership statement. As you can see in the rap, this is that I do the task which is the leadership style in mode suitable for me, so that come up with the coaching leadership style. Being a coaching leader is at the forefront of my own leadership philosophy and vision statement. My intention is to guide my coworkers so that they can comprehend their capabilities and limitations, allowing them to grow individually and together as we go forward. To become a strong leader who can inspire to others, I need to improve my interpersonal skill and leadership ability in order to work successfully and collaborate with others in order to achieve mutual growth. Be aware of which leadership style is more suited for me so that I may promote my leadership skill in the greatest manner possible for me and my future professional career. Finally, I come up with the conclusion. After doing the 9 weeks of learning developing business leadership skill, my lecturer always guide us to do everything that he wants us to learn. He always say that there is no wrong answer because each opinion we do not know is right or wrong, but we can discuss together so that we can finally come up with the good way and the right way better. So, as I mentioned, because of this module, I now understand that being a leader is really challenging, but being a good leader is motivating people is much more difficult. Throughout this course of my study, I was able to make progress and become more conscious of my own capabilities. My approach to leadership required that I put effort into addressing my weakness so that it may become a strength that complement to my style. I have discovered that the organizational climate impact theory competence and the emotional intelligence theory can also be used by me to put them into practice and make me more improvement, more developing in my career. So come up with nearly final of this video. I want to show my really impressed this quote from Warren Pennis. The leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality that will make it more real than you imagine. So this is the picture of me after I learned in HSMS, especially in this module developing business leadership skill, that I now more confident, not shy anymore. I become know how to express my idea, and especially that do not embarrassing when you say the wrong answer because there is no wrong or right. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a good day, night, weekend. Thank you so much. And also, this is my references.